How's it going, guys? Hope you guys are having a great week. So I'm back today with another video, guys. This is actually another one of my thoughts of the week videos. I'm not planning to do these on a weekly basis, but generally when I do have stuff to talk about and want to share with you guys, then that's when we'll sort of pick up and we'll kind of do that today. So this is this week's thoughts of the week. Just in case for anybody that is interested, the gameplay in the background right here is Monster Hunter Rise, which I have been playing non-stop with Dante and Edge and our friend Fish from Crack On Gaming. We're massive Monster Hunter fans, absolutely loved World, so was excited to jump into Rise, and I've got to say, really enjoying it. It's a beautiful game, lots of nice new improvements and things like that, and we will eventually be live streaming some of it for you guys to check out a little bit more, and I probably will be doing some kind of review discussion on it. So obviously, as always with these kind of videos, these are kind of just off the cuff, general tangent, so really talking about what's been going on for the past week for me. Well, in the last sort of 5 days, I've had a pretty awesome week, to be honest. It's been a really nice week. I've really enjoyed it. Obviously it's Easter weekend this weekend. Happy Easter, everybody. I hope you had a nice weekend, and obviously got some Easter eggs and just generally have fun, whether it's, you know, with friends or with family or whatever it may well be. But it's been nice for me because I had a little bit of time off work and I've had a few nice surprises, obviously over the last week. So on Wednesday last week, we live streamed Ghost of Tsushima Legends, and we actually finally finished and beat the raid. We did chapter 3 of the raid in a record 9 minutes. It was the very first time we beat her, and it was just so much fun and I really enjoyed it. We also got to take on a nightmare survival mode as well, which was hardcore, but we got to beat that as well. And so that really is, we've done pretty much everything we wanted to do in the Ghost of Tsushima Legends multiplayer. The only thing I'm really chasing now is trying to get this legendary bow that I really want for my hunter, which is called the Skipping Stone bow. And what it basically is when you do a headshot, that arrow will actually ricochet off and hit other enemies for headshots. So say for example I use my super move, which generally does 5 headshots, that will actually ricochet across on 10 enemies. If you have like a fire arrow equipped as well, it will burn those enemies as well. It is a beast of a weapon, and I've been chasing it for a long time and I still don't have it. The RNG gods are not being kind to me, so I'm still going to keep playing Ghost and trying to farm that. Probably going to tackle the raid with different classes as well. But in terms of streaming wise, we've kind of really showcased everything that we wanted to show. I'll be really interested to hear your input on Ghost of Tsushima Legends. If you want us to continue to actually play Legends as part of our Wednesday multiplayer streams, if you've tuned in and have enjoyed them, I really would like to know which parts of Ghost of Tsushima Legends you most enjoyed, which parts you're most interested in. If you want to tackle the raid again and see how quick we can do it, please, you know, give us some feedback and share your thoughts in the comment section below. What we are now considering going forward is obviously what other games we want to play together and showcase on our multiplayer Wednesday streams. We have a few issues at the moment in that Edge does not have an Elgato capture card. He is going to get one hopefully soon, but it does mean that other consoles and things like that he can't really stream from. So we do want to do Monster Hunter Rise, which is on the Nintendo Switch, but in order for him to be able to stream at the same time, he does need to get that Elgato capture card. So hopefully as soon as he's got that, then that's going to give us a lot more options, a lot more choice. But he does have a PC, and that has kind of opened up some possibilities. So we were having a chat today while playing on Monster Hunter Rise and really trying to come up with a couple of titles that we thought may be interesting or that you guys would enjoy. So I want to talk about what those titles were, and I would very much appreciate your feedback on these titles. Which of these actually sound interesting for you that you'd want to check out? So these are all on PC. We did think about the possibility, because we do have Game Pass on PC. So there are a couple of games on there that we thought might be fun multiplayer streams. There is Sea of Thieves that Dante and I have played quite a bit with Fish. Edge hasn't really tackled it, but he is very much interested in it. And it's just fun multiplayer playing us just sort of on the high seas as a pirate, getting up to some mischief, trying to get some treasure, trying to sail across while obviously being attacked by whether it's human characters or skeleton crew or ghost ships or whatever it is. It's actually a really, really fun game. So that's certainly one that we're interested in. We also did hear about Deep Rock Galactic, which I've heard great things about. It was one of the suggestions from one of my subscribers that did basically recommend it to me. You basically play as a dwarf, and it's an underground kind of dungeon crawler, but it's a little bit like Left 4 Dead in that you're kind of like dealing with waves of creatures or monsters or enemies while also trying to survive and explore further down into these caves and different things. I haven't really played any of it, but it is something that we are interested in checking out as well. We were also interested, this is one that Savage recommended to us, which was GTA 5 Online. I know GTA 5 is hugely popular. I know a lot of people play it. I never really got to take on online, so it's something that we're potentially looking at doing, and sort of doing online heists and mayhem and seeing what mischief we can get up to, and that may well be a 4-player team including Savage. And then the last thing on PC we were considering was Valheim, which is obviously on Steam. Now that's done very well this year, and it's kind of been a little bit of a phenomenon, and I'm interested in picking it up. You know, it's a Viking survival-esque game. It has elements of Minecraft and crafting in there. You can play it online with friends, so it is something I'm very much interested in checking out, especially as I know it's a game that's come out this year. So I am interested to hear your opinion on that as well. Other multiplayer games we're obviously looking at, Dante and I are still playing It Takes Two. We started streaming that yesterday at 3 p.m. British time, and oh my god, we had so much fun with the first 2.5 hours of that game. It's just a blast. It's so much fun to play. It's really cutely written. It's very smartly written too. The acting, the performance, the writing is downright hilarious. Even the gameplay designs and some of the gameplay systems were really fun, and just moment to moment stuff. Really enjoyed it, and Dante and I enjoyed it so much that we've decided we are actually going to play it all the way through. So we will be showcasing it on the channel, and we will be live streaming that. We're actually going to be back this Wednesday streaming It Takes Two. So Edge won't be joining us this week. There'll be no Ghost of Tsushima this week on Wednesday. Instead, Dante and I will be streaming It Takes Two, which is a nice kind of chilled platforming online kind of co-op, but we'll be playing it locally. So Dante will be here on camera with me. As well, this week I started Outriders. So I wasn't planning to play that this month. I was actually waiting for it sort of to come further on. But I actually got contact from Square Enix this week, and they basically gave me a review key for the PlayStation 5 version of the game. I was just completely blown away. I had sort of applied for it, but I really wasn't expecting to kind of get approval, you know, because I still consider myself to be quite a small channel, and obviously I had to sort of say, you know, what I was intending to cover with the game. So obviously I'm planning to do Let's Plays for it, or live streams I should say, of the game. I am of course going to be doing a full review of Outriders as well, and I was also thinking about doing kind of special class related videos, sort of talking about each of the classes and the strengths and weaknesses of each class, and kind of maybe a tips and tricks kind of series. But I've been playing that really. I played a lot of it last night. Now there have been some issues in terms of the launch window, a lot of server issues, which has been a big problem. I think the developers just didn't anticipate that the game would be as popular as it has been. They heavily underestimated just how many people were interested in this game, and then couple that with the fact that it's, you know, technically it's not really free, but that, you know, that it's on the Game Pass on the Xbox One and Series X and S, and I just think they massively underestimated it, and their servers obviously couldn't cope And that meant when I started trying to stream on Friday, I couldn't actually get in. I think in an hour and a half, I was only able to play about 12 minutes of gameplay, which is you know, shocking. It did seem last night that the servers are a lot more stable and a lot more better, and obviously I was able to get on last night and played about 3.5 hours, and I am having so much fun with the game. I'm absolutely loving the Trickster class. The minute-to-minute gunplay, the guns feel incredible. The loot in the game is actually really good. The loot system is really generous. You're constantly given new loot that just improves on things and improves on your stats, and you get a lot of rewards, you know, for doing side missions and for exploring and different things. So I am really enjoying Outriders a lot, and I'm actually decided that I'm going to do a live stream tomorrow night at 7 p.m. UK time, and I'm planning hopefully maybe a 4-hour stream to play through it, servers willing, that I can play that obviously. So if you're interested in checking out Outriders, hopefully you can join me for the stream tomorrow night. But I'm really looking forward to covering it. So yeah, so April I'm going to be busy. Like, there's a lot of really good games that I'm playing at the moment. Monster Hunter Rise, It Takes Two, and also Outriders. So that's going to keep me pretty busy. And then obviously I'm working on my Mass Effect lore videos at the moment too, kind of capturing footage for each of the different classes. I want to get all of my footage together first before then obviously getting all the information down and recording, because that's just going to make it easier to edit it all. And what I am thinking about is getting a majority of the videos done and ready, and then obviously uploading them possibly in the 2 weeks prior to the game releasing. So it's a little bit closer to release date, and doing it like, you know, one a day or something like that possibly. So yeah, just lots going on, and I just really enjoyed the last few days, and I'm looking forward to jumping probably back into Monster Hunter Rise this evening with my friends, and just hanging out on Discord and chatting while hunting different monsters. So yeah, it's going well at the moment, and feeling refreshed as well, which is great, and just in a really good place. And just generally when I'm playing games that I'm really enjoying, that always gives me a boost and that kind of thing. I think March, you know, February and March was kind of a bit of a lull in terms of gaming, but certainly in April and definitely in May it is picking up. I mean, we're getting closer to May, guys, and you all know what's coming in May, which is the Mass Effect Legendary Edition. And the closer we get to May, the more excited I am getting for that release. It's insane that Mass Effect Legendary Edition is my most anticipated game franchise of the year, given the fact that it's an old title, but I love Mass Effect and I just can't wait to jump back in. So yeah, just a bit of a tangent, obviously game related, on what we've been doing this week. We did also watch Godzilla versus Kong this week as well. We really enjoyed it, though I mostly enjoyed the fight sequences. Like, the fight between Godzilla and Kong was just amazing. It was just super incredible. The human sections are not that interesting, to be fair, but I did like the whole inner Earth side of things. But yeah, I definitely think it was one of the better of the Kong franchises that we've seen. And obviously we're still watching lots of Fairy Tail and Dante and I, and we're just loving it. I think we're on to like episode 89. It's getting crazy. They're in like an alternative like reality. Just awesome. Really awesome. It reminds me heavily of Star Trek Discovery Season 2, which is actually my favourite season. If you haven't seen Star Trek Discovery on Netflix, I highly recommend it, especially if you are a Star Trek fan like I am. But yeah, so that's just generally my thoughts of the week. Having a really good week. Looking forward to playing more Outriders, more Monster Hunter Rise. Can't wait to showcase and play more It Takes Two with you guys as well. I love co-op games, so I'm really looking forward to playing that with Dante. But yeah, I hope you guys of course are having a great week. Please of course share your thoughts in the comment section below. Let us know what you think of our potential games that we're going to play on Multiplayer Wednesday. So just to remind you again, the ones we're considering are GTA 5 Online, Sea of Thieves, Deep Rock Galactic, Valheim, Monster Hunter Rise, and Outriders. Please let us know which of those you're interested in. If you have any actual suggestions on PC games that you think may actually be a good recommendation, or any games on PlayStation 4 that you've played and you enjoyed, any real multiplayer games that you think would be really good to showcase on our streams, and please, you know, put those suggestions in the comment section. Just to let you guys know as well, the likelihood next week is I probably will be streaming on Wednesday at 8 p.m. as always, as normal. But actually next week, depending on how the voting goes, my second stream may actually change to Friday at 7 p.m. because obviously I used to stream on a Saturday, but I did do a poll for you guys to vote on what times are most convenient for you. And actually at the moment, Fridays at 7 p.m. is winning with 28% of the vote. So if you haven't voted yet, please make sure you do vote for me to let me know your choice. That's on the community page and you can vote on there. It went on about 5 days ago and I'm probably going to give it 2 more days. So probably till about Wednesday, when at that point, whichever wins, that will be the final kind of decision in terms of the date. So if you haven't put your choices down, make sure you cast your vote. And yeah, and hopefully I'll see some of you tomorrow night at 7 p.m. UK time, when we'll be playing more Outriders. But hope you guys, of course, are having a great week. Hope you guys have had a lovely Easter. Take care as always, and as always, happy gaming. Bye guys.